In my hand here is the secret to earning more on the Coin app here in 2021. And in this video, I'm going to show you what this is. I'm going to go over the actual app, what's new for this year, my exact experience, and of course, my earnings and an overall verdict. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. On this channel, I help you with the gig economy, your side hustle, your full-time hustle, making money and creating multiple revenue streams. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. And make sure to stock up with the very best time-saving and headache-saving accessories for your hustle. Check out my Amazon storefront, that linked down below. Okay, so firstly, what is this thing? Because honestly, this is just a small part of the Coin app. So this is what's called a SentinelX. And yes, this will help you earn 12x rewards on the Coin app. But we really need to ask ourselves, not only, of course, what is this thing, but what is the Coin app? So the Coin app, founded in 2019, anonymously verifies location data. That whole process is called geomining. And we'll get rewards for geomining, which is again, verifying our location data. And we use those rewards for either redemption for cryptocurrencies or physical product. Okay, but how does this SentinelX come into the picture, and how does this work to get us 12x of those rewards? So the SentinelX uses Bluetooth low energy to help verify this location data and really make sure that it's authentic. So let's say I'm geomining, I'm verifying my location data with the Coin app on my phone. Let's say I'm sitting on Apple Street or wherever I'm at. This SentinelX is going to verify again, make sure that that actual location data is authentic. It's just going to verify, yes, we're actually on Apple Street. Now this is the SentinelX NFC. This is basically a newer version, a slightly different device that does the same thing. This credit card style device, it is newer and it doesn't use any battery, doesn't have any sound. And this is going to use near field technology to again help us verify your location data. So for this device, we're going to tap this to our phone's NFC reader and we'll get that 12x rewards boost for a couple of hours until we need to refresh and do the same thing. So if you use this, the BLE version of the SentinelX or the newer NFC version, both are going to give you 12x rewards on that geomining data. So using the Coin app is free. Now they also have premium accounts as well. So if you're using either type of the SentinelX, you'll get a 10% boost on your geomining if you have a premium account. So mapping out our steps here, we're going to geomine, which is the term for verifying our location data. And ideally, we're going to get 12x rewards using a SentinelX. Either what I showed you, the BLE or the newer NFC device. Now, as mentioned, to get the boost, you can use this BLE device or the newer NFC device, and either of those get you that 12x rewards bonus for the geomining. Now, to clarify, there's no benefit to using both, so it doesn't really matter if you use both. Just pick one or the other for your geomining rewards. So now let's turn our attention to the actual Coin app here, because I want you to understand the different screens. I'm going to show you some actual examples of that geomining and how you get the rewards for that. Okay, so here's a screenshot of just basically the home screen for the Coin app here. So I want to go over a few of these icons here just to help you understand what we're looking at here. And then I'll show you the examples of how the geomining works. So let's start here at the top left. We'll kind of go around on the app here. But on the top left, we can see that kind of person icon there. That, of course, is our profile information. So going down from that, we see that shape there with a check mark. Now that's indicating that I'm using the SentinelX, the Bluetooth version that I showed you here. And it's just showing that it's connected, that my geomining is actually getting the 12x rewards that I talked about. Now I don't have the newer NFC version. If you have that, let us know down below in the comments. But again, you just want to get that check mark, making sure you're getting that 12x boost. So going down from that, next we see big geomines. Now this is something that I really tried more so last year, just pushing the button and interacting with this. But this is showing us different big geomines on the platform. So remember, the geomine is the verification of the location data and will be rewarded through coins. The coins is the rewards, I guess, currency that you'll get from the, well, there you go, the Coin app. So clicking this button, it's going to show us big geomines just generally across the platform here. So what it's showing us is someone had a big geomine. That's, one event of verifying the location data. So one big Geomine, we see 638, we see 272. Now here's where the benefit to you comes into play here. If I click that check mark to the right, we can see it's grayed out, right? If I click that fast enough, then I'll also get a reward simply for acknowledging that big Geomine. So in essence, you're saying, yeah, I see you had a big Geomine of 638, and literally you'll get a coin reward just for simply acknowledging that. Okay, so moving down further with our next icon here, it's kind of that green play button here. Now this one I have used a good amount here. This is an ad, you watch an ad, you get a coin reward. And then moving down to the next icon here, if we click on this one, this is rewarded scans. Now this is a newer feature. I would say Q3, maybe Q2 of 2020 here. And we can see here there's 19 nearby stores with product scans. So if I went into any of those stores there, then again, there's simply products I could scan, I'd get a coin reward for doing so. I wouldn't really recommend that one unless you plan on going to that store anyway, right? It takes a lot of time to go in, find an item and scan it, but let me know if you found success with that down below in the comments. And then our next icon, it's for rewarded visits. Now this one I have used. I like this one because you don't need to go into the store. It's just exactly what it sounds like. It's rewarded visits. So as long as you're in the vicinity of that store, you'll get that coin reward. And then remember the whole premise here of this coin app is getting more and more coin, which we can eventually redeem for cryptocurrency or physical product. And then nextly, another new feature that's really new to, again, 2020 or 2021 are these rewarded tasks. So again, it's tasks, right? So these are surveys, either the scans that we talked about, the visits that we mentioned, but also info verification. So there's that as well, or the rewarded feedback. Now, those are all basically secondary ways to earn more coin, which isn't a bad thing, but none of them use this, the SentinelX. This is really the backbone, or the newer version, but this is really the backbone of how to earn coin on the coin app. And that again is through the geomining of the actual location data. So now let's go over my actual experience using the SentinelX and geomining. So what you're going to see here as I start geomining location data is you'll see different blue squares on the coin app. So each blue square, that is one geomine. Now, one thing to know on each geomine or each square is it could be pretty small, really not that significant, maybe less than one coin, or it could be a lot higher here. But remember, having that SentinelX, it is going to 12x those coin rewards on each geomine. So as we're driving down the road here, we'll see each geomine as far as each square there. And then we'll see the animation and then ultimately the geomine reward for each geomine. Now, one thing to pay attention to, look at that circle in the bottom and middle of the app here. So there is a refresh rate. You'll see a gray line go around that circle. That's the refresh rate. And then you'll see the actual blue line going the other direction around the circle. That is the actual geomine, the active geomine taking place. And that's another benefit of getting either one of those SentinelXs because it's actually going to speed up that geomine process. Okay, so now let's show you another geomine back from the gym here. So for instance, the first geomine, it was starting at 8,842 coin that I had on my profile. That was at 4:41 p.m. I finished with 8,850 at 4:51 p.m. Okay, so on our way home here, just one thing to pay attention to. So I started at 8,882.84. Now this is at 8 p.m. Now I actually hit a Geodrop, and we can see that Geodrop was for 14.22 coins. So another feature on the coin app here, it's these Geodrops, just special squares, geomines on the app that give you significantly more coin. So these can be left by other users. These can be sponsored tiles that someone actually paid to sponsor, and then you get more rewards as far as that Geodrop. Now, another way to get Geodrops on the coin app is to actually refer other users. Now, this is nice because it's really recurring. You'll get a percent of Geodrops mined from users that you refer. So for instance, we can see this one, it's 14.22 coin as far as the reward that I mentioned. And we can see the note, it says, here are your referral rewards for February 19th. The main way to get coin on the coin app is to actually be moving, driving, biking, walking, whatever it is. Ideally driving. I'm going to go over who this might be a good fit for, but in my experience, and really from hearing other users on the coin app, moving, actually traveling is going to get you the most coin. Because remember, we're going to be actually traveling to different tiles, and remember, each tile is a different geomine for actual location data, right? So here's a great example. I recently made a trip from here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Columbus, Ohio in a geomine on the way there. So this is a great example of traveling and geomining, just simply using the coin app while you're driving. So this one, 8:35 a.m., starting with 8,989 coin. And just a few minutes later at 8:38 a.m., I now have 8,994. So that's a rate of 1.67 coin mined per minute. Here's another great example a little bit later that same morning. So now at 9:40 a.m., I have 9,005 coin. So highway driving here, let's go 9 minutes later and see how much I earned. So now at 9:49 a.m., now I have 9,025 coin. For 9 minutes, this has been a rate of 2.3 coin per minute. So let's compare that, for instance, to my drive to the gym. So that was 0.8 coin mined per minute. And that was for 10 minutes. And then later on that drive back from the gym, I actually earned 4.07 coin per minute. So as mentioned, it is going to vary. Each geomine is going to vary, and that's actually less any geodrops. It's just standard geomining there. So we've now mined to the gym and back, and we've mined from Pittsburgh to Columbus and back. So now let's translate that to earnings and an overall verdict. So as mentioned, actually geomining with the coin app, we're going to accumulate all of those coin. And then what do we do with those coin, right? Well, as mentioned, we're going to redeem those for either cryptocurrency or physical product. So as we can see here, here is a few of the redemption options here. So you can see we can redeem for XYO tokens, we can redeem for Bitcoin, Ethereum. And then if we scroll down, here's our actual physical products. I kind of need your help here. Let me know down below in the comments. But when I first used the coin app, I could redeem 10,000 coin for some XYO tokens. XYO, that's just one example of the cryptocurrencies. But now it's telling me I have to accumulate 50,000 coin before I can make any redemption to the same XYO tokens. All right, so let's just assume that I had enough coin to redeem for XYO tokens, because I want to translate, okay, how much is coin worth to translate to XYO, and then we'll translate how much XYO, the cryptocurrency, is valued insofar as dollars. So we can make sense of how much is all of our effort, our geomines for that coin actually worth when we translate it over to dollars. So what you're looking at right now is July 2020 for the actual conversion rate of that XYO that I redeemed from the coin app, right? Coin to XYO to now a conversion rate to US dollars. So at the time I had 11,235 XYO that I redeemed from the coin app. So with US dollars, that translated to $4.87. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the 2021 conversion rates for, again, XYO into US dollars. And maybe surprisingly, or maybe not, let me know down below in the comments, is it's basically the same conversion rate. So again, 11,235 XYO right now here in February of 2021 equals, again, $4.87 in US dollars. So let's make sense of who this might be a good fit for, the coin app here, and if it's actually worth using this year. So as mentioned, we want to geomine, right? We want to get more of those blue tiles, location data, and we want to use that SentinelX to get the 12x rewards. Now, as far as who this might be a good fit for, in my opinion, if you're not really traveling, if you're not moving around, especially with your SentinelX, geomining, the coin app, in my opinion, is not going to be the best fit for you. Now, you can technically geomine the same tile over and over. Now, sometimes you'll actually have to manually reset the tile, which is obviously a pain, but the coin app will recognize that you're in one tile, that you're just sitting in place, and they will give you a home base bonus for doing so. But in my opinion, you're absolutely not going to get the same amount of rewards. You're not going to mine as much, as fast if you're stationary than if you were actually traveling. Number two, I don't think that the coin app is a good fit if you're not using the SentinelX, either version, the Bluetooth or the newer NFC version because it's going to take way too long to get coin because you're not getting those 12x rewards. Now also know that you can only mine with the actual coin app in the background of your phone, right? For only a certain amount of time, at least on the free version. Now you can recharge that feature, actually having the coin app geomining in the background, but if you do have the free version of the coin app, you are gonna have to geomine with the actual app opened up front and center on your phone. So for instance, whenever I made that trip from Pittsburgh to Columbus, if I needed my GPS and I couldn't just set it and forget it, I would have to minimize the coin app and use some of that basically energy to geomine in the background. And then when I didn't have to worry about my GPS, then I could keep the geomining going, not have to worry about recharging by keeping the coin app opened on the front of my phone. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you drive a lot? Are you an Uber driver, DoorDash? You just drive a lot for your career? Or just in general, do you do a lot of traveling? And do you think the SentinelX is a good one-time pickup? And especially because it is a one-time investment, it's not a lot of money, but it's certainly worth it to get those 12x bonuses. And then finally, accumulating enough coin with those geomines. Are you a fan of cryptocurrency? Again, it doesn't even have to be XYO. It can eventually be for Bitcoin or Ethereum, or just, I guess, to get some cool stuff as far as physical products. So let me know. Is the coin app worth it? Have you tried it? What's your experience been? Let us know down below in the comments. And if you got value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my most recent video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.